a seat, Debbie. I'm Dr. Tez. Just pop your mask and everything in there. Okay, Debbie, now, what kind of work are you doing sitting, standing, lifting?
Well, I used to work as a virtual assistant.
Okay. All right. Now, you've never been to a chiropractor before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So today you've decided to come to a chiropractor because obviously you watched the video or YouTube or something. Okay, let me explain. You can come across so you can understand as well. I'm going to explain a bit how the body works and what the chiropractor is wanting to achieve, and we're relating that to all the things that you've told me here, okay? Now, your brain, can you put that down so your mother can see
Yes.
as well? Your brain is the largest control system. It controls everything via the nervous system. The nerves that come from the neck area supply the neck, the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers. The nerves from the low back supply the low back area, the legs, the knees, the feet, the toes. And the central area supplies the chest, the back, but also all of your internal organs. And why that's important is because all your organs also produce enzymes and hormones, and if you don't have the right biochemistry balance, that's when you end up with allergies and you end up with all these other problems, arthritis, etc., because you don't have the right biochemistry. Now, if you have a misaligned vertebra anywhere in the spine, it misaligns and impinges or pinches or squeezes onto that bundle of nerves, we call that a subluxation. And the word subluxation just means continuum dislocation, small misalignment affecting that nerve supply. Now, if it impinges on the sensory nerve, the nerve that feels things, then you're going to end up with pain, all sorts of pain, tingling or numbness, burning. If we affect the motor nerve, and the motor nerve makes the muscles work, and if we affect that, you can get spasm, cramping, tightness, or weakness of the muscle. But as I said, you can also affect the biochemistry, the way in which the internal organs are working. Now, we also need to take into consideration your biomechanics, in other words, how your body is structured. Your pelvic bones are the foundation of the spine. As you walk, your pelvis rolls like this. But if you get one of the pelvic bones misaligned and jammed, that's going to cause one leg to pull up shorter than the other leg, and so your body drops to one side. That causes unequal weight distribution on one leg compared to the other leg. And so you can end up with low back problems, groin, hip, knee, ankle problems because of the misalignment. But also, when that pelvis is misaligned, you want your head over the center of gravity. So the body twists and turns, and you can end up having misaligned vertebra in the neck area, affecting all that because of the pelvis that is misaligned. And I use this house to explain. If the foundation of the building is sinking and slipping, that can result in the walls cracking, the windows jamming, the chimney breaking. Now these are all problems, but they only happen because the foundation is slipping. So the first thing we're going to do when we put you down on the table is check your leg lengths to see what your pelvis is doing. Then we're going to go through and stress test every single vertebra from L5 all the way up to the top vertebra atlas, and we're going to stress test to see whether or not you have any subluxations. And the way we stress test is I just get you to do different actions with your hands and body, right? So I'm going to be checking your leg lengths a lot to see where you may have a subluxation. Now, you can have a subluxation. You may or may not feel pain. You may or may not feel muscle spasm. You may or may not have interference to the biochemistry. But it's basically shutting off the message from the brain to all the parts of the body. Now, notice I'm not talking too much about pain or muscle spasm, because medicine likes to focus on where you feel the pain. Where does it hurt? Where does it hurt, right? They want to give you a painkiller. I want to know where it's hurting as well, but my concern is, why is that happening? what's the underlying cause or why is it happening? So it would be like you saying, oh, my chimney's broken, my chimney's broken. Okay, is it localized to the chimney or is it because of the foundation? So all these things you've talked about here, head for a year, sciatic pain, you know, you feel the sciatic pain is down both legs or one leg in particular? I know you've got comes and goes, but which one is it? Sometimes the right, sometimes the left.
Recently it's the right leg. Previously.
But just answer my question. Is it the right or the left? It's both. But it comes and goes. Okay, so right and left sciatic pain. Sciatic pain, okay. And you're saying you have shaking knees and burning behind the knees, okay? Now, no x-rays, no surgery, headaches, dizziness, anxiety, arthritis, allergies. You don't have any friends?
I'm an introvert, so I have a small circle of friends.
Okay, so an X means nothing.
So let me just put that.
And it says significant others, children, close friends. Parents, so you have no relationship. My God,
I misunderstood that.
you're all by yourself in the world. Okay. All right, now, pop everything in here, nothing in your pockets, no phones, keys. Standing here, facing the window. Stand. Okay, just relax. Now, bend forward a little bit like this. Okay, standing up, lean back. No, just lean back. No, keep your feet still, just lean. Okay, and now up. Keep your feet still, rotate to the right, round to the left, and back to the centre, over to the left, over to the right. Okay. Lift your right knee up and down, and down. Now, left knee. Now, when you lift your knees, the low back flattens out. The joint should slide smoothly. But you go, you shut it, which means the joint's not moving freely. You take a seat here. Head back like this. Down your chest. Turn to the right, round to the left. Back, nose to the front, ear to the shoulder. The other side. Okay. Head out like a turtle. And back. Alright. Now face down here. Keep your shoes on. Nose down here, hands here. Just relax. Keep your head still. Just relax. No, stop moving. You keep tightening your legs. Debbie, just relax your legs. Stop doing anything. Okay? That's better. That's good. Okay, so you're short on that left leg. Roll onto your right side, tuck your hip facing me. Bring your arm through. Make this here. Just relax your shoulder. Arms, your legs are strong. I'm going to roll you towards me, so just relax. You're not going to fall anywhere. I'm standing here, so stop racing against me. There we go. Place down again. Good. legs, Debbie. Just go loose.
Pagdaan, right? Pagdaan. Hindi siya ganahan.
Do you know what I mean by relax your legs? You keep going, just relax, okay?
Ayaw kontrahan.
Now, keep your head still. Bring just your left hand to here. And down, down. Now bring your right hand to here. And down. And both hands. And down. Keep your head still. Put your left hand to the top. And down. Now your right hand. And down.
Down.
Now both hands. And down. Turn your head to the left. Just relax. Lift your left shoulder up and down. Shrug both shoulders up and relax. Head back to the center. Lift your head and look out the window. And down. Tuck your chin to your chest. And down.
Down.
Roll onto your back, higher. Roll over onto your back. And sit up for me. Pop your hand here. Lean back, lean back. Now drop your hands down. And when the joints in the neck move, there's a suction between the joints. And as they move, you might hear a pop. It's not bones breaking, it's just air bubbles, right?
Relax, right? Relax. I don't wear to be relaxed.
You have to wait for the assistant to finish talking to you. Can I get on with it? Good. Nice. Pop your hand next to your ear. Let your arm to your shoulder. And you just let your arm drop. There we go. This one. Relax. Relax. Yeah, nice. Okay. Come on over here, David. Okay, now, we started off, your left pelvis was rotated, pulling your leg up short, 8 millimeters. So we adjusted the pelvis, we got that level. Then we went through stress testing each vertebra, looking to see where you have the subluxations. And you had misaligned vertebra here at L5, L3. We also checked both your knees, there weren't any problems in the knee, so it's obviously coming from the low back area. Anterior, that's where we did this one towards the end. C5 in the middle of the neck, and atlas the very top vertebra. Now the base of your brain comes down to the second vertebra, then it becomes the spinal cord. What that means is if this vertebra misaligns, it only affects those nerves. But if this vertebra misaligns, it's affecting the base of the brain, which means it's affecting the entire body. Okay, now, Ideally, we normally like to see all new patients a couple of visits in a row, but we only work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So ideally, we want to see you again next Wednesday. And when you come in, the first thing we do is check your pelvis, check your spine. Then I want to hear from you, Debbie, what did you notice different in the first 24 hours? Now, you might notice all sorts of things in the first hour, but I want to know what you feel like in the first 24. Okay? Now, patients tend to say one of three things. Oh, that feels so much more relaxing and easier. Or they might say, I don't feel anything different. Or they could find that they feel tight in different areas because when their pelvis realigns, the whole spine is changing. So you might feel some tightness in different areas. Now, all healing takes place when you sleep. So don't be surprised if this afternoon you might feel a bit drowsy and you're going to sleep because your body's wanting to heal. Okay? Now, 3 questions that every new patient asks. Can you help me? How long will it take? How much will it cost? Yes, we can definitely help you with what I'm saying here. I'll know better when we do the comparison. How long will it take? Again, once we check next time, but normally a situation like 3 to 5 visits, you're going to start to notice some changes, okay? And Dave has all the pricing up there for different groups of packages, all right? Now we haven't finished. We're going to do some vibro-cushion massage for you to line up the muscles. So this is your graduation certificate. We're going to graduate from this table over to this table. So bring all your items with you. Come on over here. Bring all your stuff. This is Ellie. Ellie's going to explain to you what he's doing with the vibro-cushion. Right? There you go. Patient on there. All right. Muscles. Come on, please. Yes, come on through. Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you. Take a seat there, hands. Now, what we do on the second visit, we check everything that's happening with your spine, see what changes. Can you take your mask off? He's always trying to rock the place. So we're going to check your spine, then we want to have a discussion about what you noticed different from yesterday. And we're going to talk about yesterday you were 10 millimeters short on the right, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4 misaligned vertebral subluxations. You had the problem 5 years, 7 out of 10, low back pain, rhomboids between the shoulder blades, knees, numbness, ankles, comes and goes. Also headache, neck, knee, low back pain, hip, you see your whole center. Alright, so that's going to be drawn over here, there's nothing in your pockets. Right down here. Let's go back to it. Good, nice level. Keep your head still, bring your right hand and place it here. Down. Left hand to here. Down. Both hands here, down. Put your right hand here, shoulder up, yes, and down. Shrug those shoulders up and relax. Relax. Good. Head back to the center. Lift your head up and down. Tap your chin to your chest. Relax. Elbows onto your back. Sit up.
Ano? Matulog ka.
Gitsap ng ganyan ako tinay. Hindi ka lang kaya. Minsan lang to. Okay.
Stay.